The stronger I make it, the more I can make it rock solid. The better for all the other movements. The less I'm going to feel the weight.
Okay.
So
now let me get So let me get my run wrapped around it. How often do you actually row and work over that?
I'll do one row at training cycle.
One per training cycle.
One per training cycle.
So once every 10 days.
No, once every 24.
Every 24 days.
Yeah.
Okay, one time every 24
days.
That's
it.
Wow.
That's it.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yes.
But it makes sense when, doesn't maybe not make sense to everybody listening until they really start paying attention. But a couple of things they probably want to keep in mind here. When you're doing super crazy heavy, the stimulation and the recovery is 10 times.
Well, here you talk about dumbbell. I didn't mention this before because I forget a lot of the stuff that I do. But I've done 320 for 10 reps in the dumbbell row. And I've done, so I mean, that by itself is insane. I've done the 170s, or whatever it is, whatever the heck that dumbbell is, like 42 times or 42 times. Try that set if you have that dumbbell in your gym, or try that wherever you can, if you can do that. See how many times you do a 175 pound dumbbell, 170 dumbbell. That's insane. Just that one set, because that kind of energy that you expend in that kind of thing, it's different than when you go in and do a set of 5, or you do a set of 3, or you do a set of 7, or whatever it's going to be. Okay, we'll go in triples today, or whatever it may be. That blows out so much. Everything. You're destroyed.
Yeah.
You take the 170, you do 45 reps, or whatever. Whatever I can do with that. I bet you I could probably get nearly 50 with that dumbbell for the row. And it's like, seriously, you're just gonna fall down.
Well, I can tell you right now, I've done a lot of one-arm rowing. That's kind of one of my major things too. And the best I ever did, I did 50 one time with a 150.
Yeah.
And I was so sore.
Yeah, exactly.
Function.
That's what we're talking about. That's the kind of training.
Yeah,
it isn't like where you go in and do a set of 10. That's not it. That's not the kind of training this is. That's not what. If you do that and you try my training style, philosophy, it's not going to work. You're not going to get better. You need to go in and destroy. You need to destroy the gym. That's what has to happen. You need to leave the gym and knowing that you couldn't lift the 5 pound pink dumbbell that the chicks use. Okay, you need to leave the gym doing that. That's the truth. And if you go in there and you think that a set of 10 is going to get it done, if you go in there and think, that a little bit of effort is going to get it done, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to be okay. But if you go in there and you work your ass off every single time you there to train, you'll get better in a month. In a month, you'll see a turnaround. 1 month.
Well, and people talk about, first of all the science in lifting is shady. There's no true science. Here's my theory about why. No human has identical physiology.
Yep.
So what scientifically method tested works for you may not do the thing that works for me, but you do have bases to work off of. And I said that to say, you see a lot of science now that says muscle recovers in 48 hours and it starts to atrophy at 96.
Yeah, right.
Not if you do it the right way.
Yeah, right. Good luck with that.
Well, I'm not telling you right now, my best ever squat, it took me nearly a month to get it together again afterward. And I tried to lift again too soon afterward, and it was over. I just couldn't do it.
I need that amount of time to get back to feel, and I still hurt. Like, I have 3 days out of the month that I feel good. I crush it on my first training day, and I feel that, I don't feel the same, I feel soreness, but then I'm blasted from the next one. My shoulders and arms are wrecked from the next training, and then my legs or my back is wrecked. And and it's just constant, and it's a war of attrition. It doesn't ever really go away. I do feel better. I feel, you feel more and more recovered. Less and less recovered. And as my deload comes around and I come back, I really have 3 days where I feel right. We did this little training day here just to do a few different exercises, and I was about 3 days off of where I really should have been. Yeah, my normal thing. And that's not, a super big deal to most people, but when you train this tough, your body, I actually get faster in my deloads. I'll feel my body become, I'll walk faster, I'll move faster, things start, coming together better and better and better and better. And that's something that, that's nuts. My body is actually, moving differently now because it's recovering.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
you're talking about that, and something I found is that most people have no idea. Like, if you walk up to the average person and say, what percentage of you are you today of your possible best? And they're like, what? They have no idea. But I bet you could answer that at almost at any given day.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's
especially
really easy.
when you walk into the gym and do that. But it's because you're constantly testing, so you have an idea of what to know from. And here's the thing with that: if you don't constantly test and push and move, you don't get to the superhuman. But you don't get to that. And you're an example of that. I'm an example of that. I mean, that's how it works. You gotta do it. So you got a bunch of other stories. I know we'll probably save some of them for another time.
Okay.
Let me just give just a quick one. And we're just going to mention this as a teaser. You played college football.
Yes.
Without them ever having seen you play at all, they just flat invited you off to play after seeing you at a strongman.
That's correct.
That's insane.
That is correct. I was competing in a strongman contest, and I was one of the guys who was a coach for the college, and I didn't even speak to him, quite frankly. Like, you know, I mean, it was just, that was it. And he comes up to me afterward. He says, "Would you like to play college football?" I'm like, "Not really. I've got a really good job." He goes, "Well, if you ever want to play, you know, we'll help you out, you know, and get you down here." And at the time, I mean, you know, like I said, my job was great. So my best friend was playing college football, and I got him in, you know, for word of mouth. He ended up becoming a starter, and I went down and played for a year down there, you know, as well with him, just to do it. But you know, they never see me play, you know, down at football. And yeah, absolutely, yeah. So it's just strongman. But I mean, you know, that works out really well, though. You know, I mean, you know, you can tell. You know, I love football. I played in high school. I played, you know, a little bit in college, and a lot of the exercises I do here, I kind of originated in college. You know, for football, and they're really, really, really good for them. They really help a lot of linemen with break double teams, you know, get off blocks. Right. Especially, you want to talk about linemen. Oh my God, the laterals that I do, the one-arm rows that I do, that's line play. You put your hands on a guy, you shove him this way, you pull him this way. Yeah, that's all. You know, defensive line, getting a blocker, even anybody, linebackers, defensive backs, all those movements get you off blocks. You know, when a 330-pound guy is coming at you, if you can, you know, blast at least, let's say, I'm going to have his body weight with just your arm, I mean, you know, that makes a completely different thing. Right. And when you make your shoulders as strong, you can basically hit anything you want, right, and it never is a problem. Right. So
that's funny. Yeah. Well, listen, I hope everybody's enjoyed this. I'm sure you have, and you'll see, you know, lots of this on Drew's website and mine and other places. And be looking for some cool stuff with him, because we're going to talk. And we haven't gotten into this, but Drew actually has a very, very amazing personal life story that we're going to be talking to people about. Some stuff that no one, I'm sure, has ever heard, very, very few people, and some crazy stuff, and overcome just an amazing amount of stuff. And we're going to be talking about that because, you know what, like I feel like, and I have yet to find this, a really decent human being that's a huge, strong guy that doesn't kind of like helping kids and doing those things. It just goes hand in hand of just being a decent human being and that whole thing. So we're going to talk about that. Plus, we're also going to show you his secrets of how he got, you know, I don't know how big you are, but it's big.
Yeah. How big?
And, you know, huge and crazy strong. And we're just going to be talking about that. And we're going to be looking for brand new DVDs and books and stuff from him, as well as, you know, all kind of updates and gym videos. And you should see some of the cool stuff we shot today, which you'll see. And you guys take care. Drew, thanks again, bro.
Appreciate it.
And we'll be seeing you guys soon. Thank you.
See you guys.